Hello, Betha. This is a review of your chanter lesson from June 2nd, 2023. We'll get right into it. Here's the double high scale. This is the one where we say, chili, like that, right? In our heads to match the rhythm, like this. Chili, like that. Ready? Start on low A. On 3. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. All right, the next is the double high G, right? Just below the high A. All right, get ready. Starting on low A. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Okay, the next one is the F doubling, double F, right here. And we're remembering to make sure that you're paying attention to the written notation. Make sure that the high hand doublings are, or the doublings from the high hand notes are understandable, that you know what to do. And we'll keep those doublings, the doubling nice and even. Ding, ding, like that. Okay, starting on the way. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. Might have skipped D on that one. If I did, sorry about that. Make sure you get that one in there. Okay, the next doubling I want you to work on, it's actually at the bottom of the notes page that we made for you. It's the C doubling, or double C. And this is the one that we didn't spend a lot of time on in the lesson, so we'll spend a little bit of time on it now. Here's your double C, right there, right? And it's on the top of page 77. Okay, so go ahead and find that. And a C doubling, or double C, is 2 grace notes on C. It's a G grace note and a D grace note. And you may recall when you were playing doublings, you want to be listening for the duration of the grace note, that little sound, that blip, 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 right? We don't want to go blip, blip. We want to do that. We're going to go blip, 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 blip. So let's try that just on C. G, D, G, D. Those are the grace notes on C. Ready? 1, 2. If you want to try that on your own and listen for your grace notes sounds, you can do that. Pause the video and do that. Otherwise, we'll keep going. Okay, let's do the entire C doubling scale. We're going to take this nice and slow. I'm going to start on low A, G grace note to C, D. Then we'll go B, G grace note to C, D grace note. We'll take your time. Ready? 1, 2. So now you've heard it. It's probably a bit fast for your comfort level at this time. So what I want you to do is pause the video, go take a look at the double C line, try it on your own a bunch of times. And then as you progress through the week and this gets more comfortable, try playing it along with the video. Okay. The next thing that we worked on was Scots Wha Hae. You did a fantastic job of part 1. You're doing great with it. So what we'll do right now is just play part 1 together, just one time through, no repeats. Then we'll go to part 2. Scots Wha Hae. Dum dee dum do do bree. Right? Ready? 1, 2. So that's part 1, just played one time through. And we're going to go to part 2. And I do want you to take a look at the music just to keep track, right? So go ahead and get your music out for that. And what we will have done is we will have ended on a low A from the previous part. And then we have an E pickup note, okay? So remember to get all these F strikes proper, all right? So we're going to sound the low A. When I say 1 and 2, the and is the low A. So it'll go like this. I'll say 1 and 2. Actually, that is not how it goes. My mistake. So we'll play the E pickup note. Forget the low A, okay? So the and is on the E. So it'll go 1 and 2. Like that, okay? Let's do it together. Second part of Scots Wha Hae. One time through. 1, 2. All right. Take some time and look at that on your own if that was not completely comfortable. That's what we're working toward, is like getting that comfortable. All right, the last thing that we worked on in the lesson was Cork Hill. This is your new tune. It's a jig, and we focused on line 1. And in your music, we have a bunch of color codes showing what's the same from in bars 1 and 2 compared to bars 3 and 4. And for the most part, bars 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are identical, with the exception of what happens here at the end of bar 4, after this C tap, this C strike, it goes to a C doubling and then a B. Whereas at the end of bar, excuse me, I can't find it here. Hold on a minute here. Yeah, right here at the end of bar 2, we have the C tap, but it goes with a G grace note up to E and then up to F. So let's take a few moments and take just bars 1 and 2 by themselves, and it'll go dum bum bum body dum bum bum body, right? 1, 2. Now that's what we're striving for, but I want to take it slower, right? Getting ready in the G, D, E position. G finger up in the air on low A. So it'll go dum bum bum body dum bum bum body. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. One, two. Now, during the lesson, we did spend some time on these E strikes, right? The E before it. So it would go, remember that? And then after that, there's a G grace note up to F, to E. You may want to pause the video and take some time to work on that on your own. So feel free to do that. Okay, now we're going to talk about bars 3 and 4 of Cork Hill. Bars 3 and 4 are almost identical to bars 1 and 2. with the exception of those last couple of notes that I talked about. So let's take a look at those, and we're going to do it nice and slowly, right? Get your eyes on bars 3 and 4. And G grace no finger in the air. We're in the low A position. 1, 2. Right? So the only difference is that C doubling B, those last 2 notes of bar 4. Let's try it again. 1, 2. 1, 2. One, two. Now, some of the things you should be listening for are how your C doublings sound. Is it sounding rushed, like, or is it sounding like, it's like ding ding, like a bell ringing. Of course, we want it to sound even, like a bell is ringing. So let's go ahead and play the entire first line of Cork Hill together. So it's going to be nice and slow. Dum 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 da dee dum bum bum ba dee dum bum bum da dee dum da da ba dee dum. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2. If that's too fast, not a problem. Either slow down the speed of the video playback or just pause the video and work on this on your own until you can play along. Let's try it again. I'll play it a little bit slower. Ready? 1, 2. All right. Work on that and feel free to pause the video at any time and have fun.